What's up, everyone? This is John Shum, Nashville's Fit Realtor, and this is How to House Hack 101. So we need to talk about what is house hacking. What in the wide world of sports is house hacking? House hacking is where you live in one part of a house or a property, and you rent out the remaining parts of the property. Historically speaking, this is traditionally used in small multifamily. That means 1 to 4 units. So you occupy one unit and you rent out the remainder part of the units. That's sweet. Why would one do this? Why would we do this? Fun fact, did you know that 90% of millionaires come from real estate? Why is that? That's because we receive monthly cash flow. We love that. You get appreciation, especially in inflationary times, like right now. You can leverage your money, meaning if I put 3% down for a down payment, I can keep 100% of an asset. I love that. And then you get special tax benefits, either from tax write-offs or writing off depreciation, or even doing a cost segregation study and writing off a large portion of the property to offset your income, which is pretty great. All right, who is this for? Honestly, everyone. Though that most people won't do this, it's for everyone. If you got a little bit of hustle, a little bit of know-how, and you got a little bit of freedom, or you want to give up a little bit of privacy, you can have a lifetime worth of financial freedom. That's who this is for. So if you're trying to live your life on your terms, with whom you want, how you want, when you want, this is for you. How to get started? Well, the home buying process is 4 steps. It's pre-approval, then it's the home search, then it's the escrow period, and then you close. And though I know I just broke it down into 4 simple bite-sized steps, it really is that simple. Most real estate related tasks take less than 5 minutes to do. They're just a drip every so often that you just need to make sure that you get done. So the first thing that we need to talk about, how to run the numbers. This is the bread and butter of all real estate investing. How to run the numbers. So we need to talk about the first concept. That is the cost of renting, what it currently costs you to rent right now versus the monthly payment of a mortgage. If we can get the monthly mortgage to be less than what it currently costs to rent right now, this is going to be a great solution for you. Okay. Second thing, we need to calculate, can the property support itself when you leave? Okay, it gives me a benefit year 1, meaning that I get to own property, own equity for the same costs of renting, if not cheaper. Can the property sustain itself once I leave? Not only that, can it sustain itself? Can it pay itself just in case if I need to hire a contractor or a handyman or replace some things, because things will break. That's part of the game. Okay. There's ways that the property can pay for itself. The first way is long-term renting. Second way is a medium-term rental, and the third way is a short-term rental. On one side, you have profitability, but with profitability comes activeness. And then on the other side is less profitable, but usually more passive. Okay, and it's on a continuum. Short-term rentals, you get bonkers returns, or pretty great returns, but you got to be pretty active about it. You're in the hospitality business. You're texting your clients. You're getting cleaners in and out of your place to make sure everybody can have a great experience. The medium-term rental is right in the middle. Think of it as Goldilocks. It's a little bit active. It's a little bit passive. It's more money than long-term renting. It's less money than short-term renting. And then you have long-term renting. Historically speaking, it's viewed more as passive income, right? Once you get a tenant in, it's pretty much set it and forget it. Though, if you don't get the right tenant in, it can be pretty pesky too. So making sure that you know how to put the right tenant in place is key right there. Okay. And then the last thing that you need to consider is the ARV. The ARV is the after repair value. Meaning, if I buy a property that needs a little bit of renovation, how much would it be worth after I fix it up? Okay, those are the numbers that we need to consider when purchasing a property. what type of properties am I looking for? Okay, property number 1, the worst house, best area. By getting the worst house in the best area, you get the benefits of the best area, historically speaking, probably a better school system, and all the property values that are around it would bump up this property's value once fixed up. Okay, so you can get a great asset on discount, or as my mom would love to hear, on sale. We love that. Second thing, or second type of property you want to look at, small multifamily. That is a duplex, a triplex, or a quadplex. Now, your area might have a lot of these. In Nashville, we really don't. But what we do have is property number 3, which are split level homes. Because of the hills, properties were built as a split level, which essentially is a top bottom duplex. And this is what my wife, Jordan, and I, what we've done now twice with these type of homes. We live in the top floor and we rent out the bottom floor on Airbnb. Love that. And then the last property type that you want to look at is the HOA. HOAs, historically speaking, are party poopers, are major buzzkills for investors. Why? They have rules. Who keeps making up these rules, man? The HOA does. Not only do they have a monthly premium, which where does that money go? Like, what are they using it for? We don't know. And then secondly, they can change the rules or regulations on you to make it less favorable for investors. So we typically try to stay away from the HOA. Now, common roadblocks that people tend to run into. Roadblock number 1, renovation costs. Like, 1, how do you estimate it? And 2, once I do estimate it, the actual cost of the thing is always twice than what I projected it to be. Okay. And so that's something to take a note. 1, it's an art form, like you have to be with it. And that's why having an investor-friendly realtor who does this for a living is very helpful for you. But a good rule of thumb, like I just mentioned, take whatever your estimate is and double it. I know that that's not great to hear, but that's the truth. That's what's going to happen. Things take time. You're going to run into issues. They're going to cost more. Prices might go up. You never know. Take whatever your guess is and then double it. Okay. Second major roadblock that people run into is debt scares me. If you grew up any type of middle class, most likely you're a Dave Ramsey fan, or you're just under the opinion that all debt is bad. And in a way, yeah, debt can be bad. Right? You got a monthly payment that anchors you down month after month after month after month, and that can really yield a negative return as far as an investment and on your life. And so in that regard, yeah, debt's scary. But with real estate, you're using that debt leverage to have somebody else pay you money, cash flow. Now, if you run the numbers correctly, you'll be making money on your debt. Okay. And this is a major point. Whenever we have fear or whenever we get emotional about a decision, break it down to its basic parts, break it down into logical steps. If I know I can rent this property out for X and I know my monthly payment is only Y, then this is a good decision. This is how data and facts will always calm down your fears. Okay. So use the numbers. The numbers is the bread and butter. The last roadblock that people run into is that no one else is doing this. This is crazy. College didn't prepare me for this. None of my friends are doing this. My parents are going to question my sanity. Like, this is bonkers. This is ludicrous, right? Here's some facts. This is cold hard truth about to come your way. Data says that 80% of us are unhappy at our jobs. Fact. 80% are also living to paycheck to paycheck, regardless of how much you're making. Doesn't matter if you're making $100K a year or $40K a year. 80% of us are living paycheck to paycheck. If you want something you never had, you have to do something you never done. If you keep doing what you've always been doing, you're going to end up in the same place that everyone else is. And data would say you're going to be unhappy with yourself, right? You didn't wake up to be average. You didn't wake up to be some ordinary person. You have unique goals, visions, and ways that you want to live your life and how you want to live it, right? So if you don't have a concrete plan to take that next step, then this is a great way for you to make that passive income so you can start living the life that you want as you figure out what type of impact or what type of person you want to become for yourself. Right? And so you can feel like you're on House Hacking Island by yourself by connecting yourself, one, with me in the community of Eden Realty Group, and two, connecting yourself with other house hackers. You realize that millions of people do this all the time, and you're not alone. Okay? So, yeah, it's a big hurdle. Fear is a big hurdle to get over. But just taking the next step and breaking it down to bite-sized pieces, that's how you eat a good steak. So, that's the gist of How to House Hack 101. Again, my name is John Shum, Nashville's Fit Realtor. Let me know in the comments if you like my beard right now. My wife likes it. I don't know if I do. So is it a good beard? I don't know. Your beard is weird, dude. Anyways, let me know in the comments below if this was helpful for you. Keep your eyes posted for more content in the future.